Greetings to each and every one of you right at this hour. With you today, once again, is World Citizen CAF. But we will be changing the name of the page sooner or later. However, if you are new on the page, don't forget to subscribe and like, and don't forget to share for the benefit of others. Thank you very much. Today we are going to talk about asilo politico, meaning the people with 5 years of asilo politico here in this country, Italy. The topic is about knowing that document you are holding is important and when you can apply for the citizenship is what we are going to talk on. However, as you all know, you've been granted international protection from the United Nations High Commission for Refugees, or the UN in short, the United Nations. With this permission or with this protection you are given and you are holding this permesso di soggiorno, you have to make sure you have a resident as well to register yourself staying legally on a resident in the country. With this kind of resident, when it is up to 5 years that you are staying on it or you are staying in the country of Italy for good 5 years on a resident, then there is no way you are qualified to ask for the Italian citizenship. This is asilo politico. If you are holding asilo politico, 5 years of residence. After 5 years of residence, you must have 3 years of CUD, the reddito, to apply for the permesso, the citizenship of this country. To apply for the citizenship and be an Italian citizen with being an asilo politico, you must have 5 years of residence, and then you must have what we call CUD, or unico, or 730. In all, it is called reddito. You must have a reddito of 3 years. It could be CUD, it could be unico, or it could be 730. And according to the law, the reddito you should have in order to be able to apply for the citizenship of Italy as a single person or single componente, as they always used to say in Italiano, you must have reddito or revenue not less than 9,000 euros. And this revenue should be at least 3 years of working continuation. You should work for 3 good years in order to get this reddito of 9,000. But there's no problem. If you get reddito more than 9,000, it's okay. You are overqualified. So the first step is you must pay on a resident for 5 years. Then second, you must have the reddito, which is 3 years of reddito. Let me just give you an example on the reddito. Maybe from 2018 to 2019, that is CUD, 1 CUD or 1 reddito. From 2019 to 2020, that is the reddito for 2019. Then from 2020 to 2021, that is the reddito for 2020. Let me repeat it again so that you wouldn't get me wrong. To get 3 years of reddito, they want you to get a reddito. Example, from 2018 to 2019, that is an example of 1 reddito. From 2019 to 2020, that is an example of the second reddito. From 2020 to 2021, that is the example of the third reddito. At least this third reddito should not be lesser than 9,000 euros. With this one, you are qualified to ask for the cittadinanza. Then the third step is you must have the language certificate. You must have the language certificate, which is Certificato della Lingua. The Certificato della Lingua for the cittadinanza of Italy is not less than B1 or Certificato della Lingua B1. Certificato della Lingua B1. You can get this Certificato della Lingua if you go to school and write exams. There are other private institutions that can help you to get this Certificato de la Lingua. And if you need any information on where you could go and write this Certificado de la Lingua, don't hesitate to contact us, give us a message, and ask us a question. We will answer you on the comment section. Well, after the Certificado de la Lingua or the Certificate of Language, what you will have to do as an asilo politico, you must have atto notorio. Atto notorio. You must have what they call atto notorio. With this atto notorio, it will explain or it will give you automatically your birth certificate and then your criminal report, because you can't go to your country of origin for birth certificate and then criminal report. So you have to present what we call atto notorio. Atto notorio. And if you don't know where to get atto notorio, write us, leave us a comment. We will show you where you can go and get the atto notorio in Italy. Or if you're outside Italy, just write us, leave us a comment. And then the most important document you should have, which maybe you might have forgotten or you might have thrown it away, is the day they have granted you that protection, that international protection, or that asilo political protection. The commission or the police have given you a paper. That paper is Certificato Status Rifugiato. Certificato Status Rifugiato. This certificate is the life of that your 5 years. If you misplace it, then you have misplaced that 5 years. Therefore, remember, the first day you went to the police station or the questora and they said, thank you, you have gotten 5 years of asilo politico, these are your papers. That paper is the certificate of your refugee status. You are going to add that one, including the other documents I have mentioned, to tell the country or the Minister of Interior or the ministers in charge of releasing you all this cittadinanza that you are qualified. So let me quickly mention these documents again. First document is you must have 5 years of residence in Italy. So to do that, you have to get storico di residenza from the commune where you have stayed. All these communes, maybe if you have stayed from commune 1 to commune 2 from 2001 to 2003, you go to that commune and ask them to give you the storico di residenza. Then you move to the next commune where you went and wrote your name or you got resident again. You ask them for your storico di residenza. So you go around all the communes where you have stayed in order to see you have that 5 years of resident. When you have that 5 years of resident, you get the reddito, which I said, which is the money that the evidence that shows that in Italy or in that European country you have worked and you have contributed, and for the past 3 years you've been able to generate 9,000 plus reddito. Then after this reddito, I said Certificado de la Lingua or certificate of language. Then after the certificate of language, I said you must have the certificate of the status rifugiato, certificate of the status rifugiato, which you are going to get it from the police station, the questora. The first day they said you have gotten your 5 years and they gave you papers. That paper is among. Therefore, if you don't have it, go and search in those papers. You will get that certificate. Then the last but not the least is the atto notorio. Atto notorio is the document you are going to get in order to cover you for the criminal report, to cover you for the birth certificate. Therefore, these are what you must provide in order to be able to ask for the citizenship if you are holding 5 years of permesso di soggiorno, which is asilo politico. And if there is anything you think you are not clear on it, just leave us leave us a message and then we will return back to you. Thank you for listening. This is World Citizen CAF. Like I said again, subscribe, like, and share. Thank you very much.